what's the use of having a YouTube channel if you don't make yourself a little infomercial, a little commercial for your own hustle? Okay, so that's what we're doing today. We're going to talk about my little hustle. How do I support myself? Okay, I'm a migrator. I migrate around, north in the summertime, south in the winter, and I work a lot of jobs. But I'm trying to transition away from working for other people so much and into supporting myself as an artist. Okay, and the big way that I do that is through this book. Okay, people like this book. It's called Train Song. Okay, because trains, it's talking about hobo stuff, and trains, okay? But it's talking about more than trains, too. It's talking about America, okay? And it's talking about Americans, okay? And the very diverse lives and landscapes that make up this continent and this country that I'm living in. Okay, so this is true stories about riding the rails and hitchhiking around and kind of exploring America. Okay, and then now we get into the good stuff. Okay, so then the real nitty gritty. Okay, this is the good. You won't like this. Okay, so then I got these down here. This is my other way that I'm supporting myself. And what this is, okay, this is a monthly subscription. Okay, people subscribe. I'm going to put all the links how to buy these things and subscribe. Just look down in the YouTube thing. Okay, but this is, people pay $25 a month, and every month they get a different stone. Okay, a different gemstone. And they get a beautiful little story. About that gemstone, where that gemstone's from. Who dug that gemstone. Because most of these are things that I dug myself. Okay, because I was getting into mining for a few years. I was a gemstone miner, okay, and I still am a little bit, but I'm trying to transition away from that because to me, that doesn't feel like the most ethical way in general to support myself. But I got all these gems I dug, okay, and what's cool about them is that every rock, it tells a story, okay, and it tells a story, and each of these stories, they kind of focus on a different thing, okay, so on month one, we kind of get a primer, we get some amethyst, okay, and then month two, we go into Norway, okay, I go to Norway, dig this is called thulite, okay, this is a national gemstone in Norway. This is a very high grade mineral. Okay, and I wrote a little book about collecting it. Okay, and then month three you get a fossil. Okay, that's an 85 million year old fossil. Okay, 85 million years old. This is critter called an ammonite. Okay, so we get this book and it's going to talk about what the hell is an ammonite. Okay, what's it doing swimming around in the sea? How to turn it into a rock? And what does that mean for me as a human walking the earth today? Okay, so these are questions that we ask. I'm going to Arkansas, okay, and I'm digging little crystals, okay, beautiful little crystals in Arkansas. And then, okay, month five, what do we get? We get a booklet, we get a piece of the cave, okay, because this is that fibrous malachite that I built the garden beds out of that came out of the mine shaft here, okay, and then this here book, okay, this is cool. This is called a do-si-do, okay? This is there's a little lingo. This is called do-si-do because we got the context, right? And this is long. This we got like 85 pages context, But then, okay, so we got the context. This is where do-si-do comes in. But bam, boom, we got the cave. Okay, so then we're talking about the cave. Okay, so it's like two books in one. Okay, and there's a lot of stuff covered in here talking about the cave that I didn't even get into. Okay, on this show, so some of the secrets, some of the more important secrets are in this little booklet. And you're gonna get that on month 5, along with context, because each one of these booklets, okay, I use the stones to tell the story of the stones, but also, a lot of these have a different, another focus, and this is talking about, squatting, okay, and property resistance, and it gets into the context side of things. This gets into a lot of material that we haven't even covered on this show. Okay, so that's cool. That's a cool thing. But these aren't all about squatting. Okay, that's just the one that you're a little bit familiar with because you're watching the Squatting Rocks channel. Okay, and you get, this is glass butte obsidian. Okay, this was a critical piece of machinery, of equipment for the Clovis people. okay, the early North American hunters that were going around, they're hunting woolly mammoths, okay, they're hunting the big shit, and then until they used this too efficiently because they're making arrowheads and spears, and man, they were good at it, and they killed all woolly mammoths, okay, and then that civilization kind of collapsed, okay, and then that gave birth to the whole plethora of different native cultures that still persist today in North America. So again, this booklet, is talking a little bit about that, okay, and then this is from Morocco, okay, this is a dude that I know got this in Morocco, and that's a mosasaur tooth. Okay, that's a Cretaceous sea creature. Okay, it's a giant sea monster, reptilian monster. Okay, and you get its tooth. Okay, and not just its tooth, but a story about who that animal was and about who dug that animal, who dug that rock. Okay, and then this is cool because I collaborated with an artist. Okay, this is Isabel O'Connor. Okay, and this is collaboration with an artist too. This is my friend Morgan Singer, and she drew this just for this, just for this. Okay, she drew this critter just for the story rocks. Okay, and Isabel O'Connor, she did a whole set of block prints on Mount Rainier. Okay, and you see that in the rear view, we got Mount Rainier. Okay, all these different perspectives on Mount Rainier. Okay, and that kind of inspired me when I write, because this is an agate that I dug on Mount Rainier. This is a frog skin agate or a Tahoma agate. Okay, but I grew up next to this mountain. Okay, so it focuses on the rock, but it also focuses on my relationship with the space, but also different people's perspective on the space and different people's perspective on gem mining. Okay, and then look at this. Okay, then you get a whole little dope baggie full of rubies. Okay, you get 4 rubies. Okay, this is a killer subscription, man. And then you get the story about who dug them rubies, where they come from. Okay, and then you got historical stuff. Okay, so this is a piece of the Shotwell mine. Okay, this isn't a gemstone. What this is low grade gold ore. Okay, and this was part of a mine disaster. The mine collapsed, and there was a explosion, and it killed all these workers. Okay, so this rock comes from that site. It's in Alaska. It's the biggest mining disaster in Alaskan state history. Okay, and Alaska got a lot of history around gold mining, and we get into some of that in the Promises of Gold. The little booklet that talks about the rock, talks about the story behind the rock. And then we actually touched on this one a little bit on the show. This is the Labradorite. Okay, this from Madagascar. Okay, and then we get a little booklet, and it talks about the child miners and the deplorable conditions, dangerous exploitation of workers in the third world digging up some of these gemstones. Okay, because it's important to know where your gemstones come from. If you're a gemstone person, then you're going to like this, because then you know the story behind your gemstone. If you're not a gemstone person, you're going to like this because it tells stories, and rocks are so powerful. These are weird pieces of the earth, from all different over the earth. Okay, and they all hold stories. Okay, and that's because I like to be a storyteller. Okay, that's how I want to be supporting myself. So if you want to support me as a storyteller, you can either get one of them train song books. Okay, and by the way, there's a part 2 that's about to drop to train song. That's big news. Okay, it's the first time I announced that, but it's going to be ready real soon. So you get train song, you read real quick, you're going to be ready for part 2. Okay, or you want something cool to read every month in the mailbox once a month. Boom, it comes, it arrives. You sign up for a Story Rock. Okay, because these are quality. I stand behind all these. I think they're telling important stories. Okay, and I take my time. Telling them too. And I do believe you're going to enjoy them. I know the people who are currently subscribed are very much enjoying these. Okay, so that's my little infomercial. That's going to hopefully support my migration, as I move out of the Cape. But man, it's sad to move out of the Cape. But it's time, baby. Spring is springing. It's time to get on north. Don't you say, Moni? Okay, if you want to support me and Ramona, living in the Cape or living elsewhere, or making our way back to the Cape, you sign up. You buy some shit. Okay, you gotta buy it. Okay, we squatting rocks, but not for long. But today we still squatting raw. Okay, y'all have a good day out there.